I'm Anil Kumar. Let me thank all my viewers and subscribers for posting excellent questions and taking keen interest in my videos. Now here is a set of questions which will help you understand transformations. So we have taken very basic transformation examples where you need to match from the graph the correct equation. Question number 1 here is match the graph with the correct equation. We are given a parabola whose x-intercept is at 2 opening upwards. You need to match which equation fits with this parabola. Now what you notice here is that if you move 1 unit, you are at 1 up. So there is no stretch or compression here. The only transformation is 2 units to the right. So if you move 2 units to the right, which equation fits with the graph? You can always pause the video, answer, and then look into my suggestions. So what we have here is equation A, which reflects the position, which is horizontal translation by 2 units right. So if I substitute 2 here, we get 0. Do you see that? 2 minus 2, and that matches with your x-intercept. And if you substitute x equals to 0, you get the y-intercept of 4. Now here is question number 2. You can now pause the video, answer the question, and then check with my solution. In this particular case, the vertex has moved to the point which is minus 1, 3. That means that the graph has moved left by 1 unit and up by 2. As far as the reflection is concerned, it is reflected on x-axis. So we are looking for negative of that opening downwards, right? So vertically up by 3, negative means reflection, and this will not match because that means towards the right. It is towards the left. So option B is the right option. Okay? So option B is the right option. Vertex at minus 1, 3, opening downwards. In question 3, we have a square root function. You need to match with the graph. 4 choices are again given to you. Now here you will notice that it has been reflected on y-axis. That means there is a horizontal reflection. So we are looking for minus x term. Second, we are also looking for a term which reflects on the translation 1 unit to the right. So it should be kind of like this. Minus of within bracket x minus 1 square root, right? So this minus is the reflection on the y-axis, and that minus is moving 1 unit to the right. Now since you see that 1 unit away the magnitude is 2, that means it has been multiplied by 2. That is a vertical stretch factor. Now if you match the equation, you get 1, which is, if I open this bracket, I get minus x plus 1. So minus x plus 1 is the answer multiplied by 2. Correct? So here we have rearranged it. So we have written like 2 times square root of 1 minus x. So 2 times square root of 1 minus x, which is A, is the right option. So I hope you understand how we can match the equation with the given graph. Here is question number 4. Again, we have taken square root function. However, this time it is reflection on both x and y axis. So I like you to match the equation, right? So what we also learned is we should factor this negative term and then see the real effect, right? So it seems that equation B fits in. Let's rewrite this equation. Minus here means reflection on the x-axis, and inside term could be written as minus x minus 1, and then we have translated 3 units up. So that is a reflection on the y-axis, and moving 1 unit to the right, it matches, right? So it matches. So option B is the right option, correct? I hope you're getting it. Here is question number 5. This time we have taken absolute function. So it has been reflected on the x-axis, and it has been translated 1 unit left and 3 units up. Since the reflection is on the x-axis, there should be negative term somewhere here, which is kind of missing. So the real equation is not there. Let me add the real equation. I'm sorry for some typing error here. Since it is being reflected, we do have negative absolute value. And since it is translated 1 unit to the right, to the left, it should be x plus 1, and moved 3 units up means plus 3. So actually this is the right option. Somehow it has been missed in these. So that is the right answer. Sorry for typing error. Let's move on and take the next question. Now question number 6 is combination of translations and reflections. Even horizontal stretch has been referred to in the equation. So check for horizontal stretch. I would like you to pause the video at this stage and then look into the solution. Well, the vertex here is at 2, 3. So the vertex is at 2, 3. That clearly indicates that translation is towards the vertex 2, 3. 2 units right, 3 up. Reflected on y-axis means negative, right? So we're looking for negative outsides, one of these 3. 3 units up, so these 3 are also good. Now, the trick part here is you need to factor 2 to get to the term. Here if you factor half, you get x minus 1. So it is actually 2 units to the right, not 1. So that doesn't fit in. So probably B will fit in. So let's try to see. Rearrange this equation. So I could write this equation as 3 minus. So if I factor out half, I get x minus 2, and that is whole square. Now you can clearly see that there is a horizontal stretch by a factor of 2 and a translation of 2 units to the right and 3 up, with a reflection of course on x-axis. So that is the right answer. So I hope that helps you to understand the basic concept of transformations. Thanks for watching and all the best.